Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Now, the big news of the day is that Amalgam has been taken out of the game, and having played a little bit and thought about it a lot, I think that Blizzard really nailed the design decision to remove that card. Because, if you make the very reasonable assumption that a creature with all tribal types is bad for a game that pretty much almost exclusively relies upon tribal synergies. Maybe the one exception is like Baron Rivendare bomb type death rattle builds. But apart from that, synergies are so important, and so many of the key cards revolve around tribalism. Oh God, oh Jesus, fine. Then, so if you make the very reasonable assumption that a card with all tribal properties is a bad thing, there's lots of different ways you could try to fix it. You could lower its stats, you could raise its tier, but I think lowering the stats would have been a bad move because right now there's a certain elegance to the fact that all the cards in this game are identical to their counterparts in Hearthstone. Sure, there are some new cards, like totally invented for this mode, like Zap, but all the cards in this mode that match existing cards have the same stats, and I think that is a good thing to keep and not violate. And as for raising the tier, having played a little bit, I just gotta say, I think it's just really great that that card's not in the game. It just makes the game feel a lot better. Okay, so do we go for the Murlocs or do we go for just the better stats in the short term? I mean, you can go either way with that. Let's go for the Murloc, but on a different day. At a different time, in a different place, I could easily see myself making the other choice. Now, this has the problem that it loses to a lot more stuff. Like, this is going to tie as opposed to beat Alley Cat. It has a 50-50 chance of losing to the Murloc Tide Hunter. Although, actually, if the opponent places the Tide Hunter, the 2/1 first, they're guaranteed to win. Because if you have more creatures than your opponent, you always attack first. So it's guaranteed to be a loss against them if your opponent positions correctly. It loses to the 2/3, then again, so does the Voidwalker. So it just loses or ties to a couple extra things. Oh, hey, wow, that's cool. Alright, I'll freeze this. This is fine. Now that Amalgam isn't in the game, I'm not so concerned about rolling for 2s. And I'm perfectly happy next turn to just play this, sell this, and play that. And just get a 3/4 and a 2/3. You could also just play one and freeze. Or even play one and roll, actually, is not terrible either to try to get something better than that for the next turn. But this is pretty damn good. I mean, a 2/3 is pretty good stats for the early game, and it also is a 3/4 if you count the +1/+1. Now, it's only a 2/3 if you end up selling the thing that you end up buffing with the first guy. Ah, Rat King must have gotten this on turn... Well, obviously got it on turn 1. This is because they tavern up on turn 2. So that's unfortunate because it means that I lose instead of tying. So taking a good chunk of damage here. And we've got a Harvest Golem, which is whatever. So do we roll or do we sell this to get another one of these? I mean, this would be a 3/4 and a 2/3 versus a 3/3 and a 2/3. Oh, that's clearly terrible. All right, I'm going to do a bit of a weird move. I'm just going to freeze again. This could be a terrible mistake, but the way I see it, this is good because it sets me up to maybe get a triple and build up this Murloc as a potential endgame caliber kind of thing. As George, you like Murlocs because the Toxfin plus your hero power can create Divine Shield poisons without the need of a Megasaur. And the main thing with freezing this again is that if you don't get anything good, then you end up having to buy on gold 6 when you normally really want to buy 2 things. Some piece of crap. But I did get something playable. The Harvest Golem is totally fine in the early game. And if you get a Cobalt Guardian at 3, then the Golem even recharges the Guardian's Divine Shield. So that has some extra value. Alright, we'll get another one of these. Wow, okay, well, we'll go full Murlocs then, if that's how it's going to be. So do I buff the little guy? No, I don't think so. I think we'll just make one really, really good one. And then if either of them gets tripled, it doesn't matter which ones I buffed, but I think it might be better to have one big and one small than 2 that are kind of medium-sized. I could be completely wrong about that. Obviously, if this dies to some 4-attack thing with low health, then it's worse than if this had been buffed to have extra attack. Okay, so next turn I could even consider not taverning up, just because if I just roll crap, I don't want to buy crap. If I roll 2 good things, I could maybe buy them. If I roll 1 good thing, I think that is when I'll buy and then upgrade. 6-6. Yep, that got danced on. Interesting choice by Daryl to dance on that 6-6. He is going to win this. Attack order did not quite go my way. If my guy had attacked first, I could have actually won that. But alas, I lose, so I'm just continuing to take the beats. Well, I don't have a hero power, so it's not that crazy. Wow, that's horrible. So we're going to roll. I don't want to buy any of this garbage. Can I get something better, please? Well, not exactly. At this point, if I roll again, I can only buy one thing anyways. This is awkward. Okay, we're gonna, I guess, get this. And just this. So the thing about these dinkers is that, at the very least, it's an extra gold in the future. And they do each buff the attack on my Murlocs by 2. So next turn, it'll cost 3 to upgrade the Tavern. I'll have 5 gold left. So I'll be able to get 2 rolls in. I could even potentially, like, upgrade, buy, and sell both of these off. And buy 2 things. This can go very differently depending on the attack order. It's good that the rats didn't pop. That's really good because the hyena didn't get buffed. I actually win my first... No, I don't. Do I win my first one? These all trade, and that thing spawns a 1-drop. Oh, God. Okay, nope, I don't win my first one. We're continuing the losing streak here. Not taking terrible damage, but, you know, down to 22. I've lost every single fight, basically. It's not great. I'm not thrilled about it. Finally, though, we do get a triple, so we will upgrade... Grab our triple. Continue to go all in on that thing. And what's in tier 4? Nothing good. Okay, so we can go for a mech. I mean, the 8 that spawns out of this is pretty good at this time. This is just a 6-7, which is still decent. The mech has more potential later. Jeez, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm going to get the egg because there's a leaper here. And I can upgrade my token to a leaper. But I don't know if that was correct or not. Now, the 4-6 isn't that great. I could easily see myself selling that. I guess I would sell the 2-1 and the 3-3 first before I sell the 4-6. But I'm hoping that maybe the 8-8 gives me a bit of extra value. Ooh, that is really unfortunate. I wasn't expecting a big... Taunt Divine Shield. Obviously, I would have rather popped that with a 2-1 instead of my, like, 8-4, so that really sucks. I could still be okay. I do have an 8-8 here. That takes a good chunk out of a lot of the board, and I have some other stuff as well. That's a nice trade. Oh my god, do we win our first one? We win our first one with minimum damage, but it's a win. I'll take it. Ugh, finally. Okay. As George, you really hope to get such good cards that you get ahead of the curve, and then you can spend some time, you know, doing some early... hero powers. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Well, let's roll and see what happens. All right, Cobalt. All right, that's good. We'll just do that. And then I could use my hero power here, sell off my crappiest minions, and get a shield bot? That seems dumb. No, let's not do that. Let's not go crazy just yet. I will need to sell something so that I can make room for the Cobalt Guardian. Murloc War Leader is interesting. I mean, in the long term with poison, the attack is irrelevant, but in the short term... It adds 6 attack to my board. Alright, we'll grab that. Okay. That beast... I don't have a beast. Okay. So, we need to sell that and that to make room for this. This. I could get that. I don't have room for it. I need to roll. I am wasting my money by not rolling, and there's nothing good there. I messed up. This should have come before the 6-3 so that it could die potentially and refresh the shield. Or the Harvest Golem! Really? I could have put a bunch of different things before my 6-3. Oh my god. That thing died. Okay, that was lucky. That was very, very lucky. Do I have a chance of winning this? I have an 8-8. He's got a 15-5. And these guys aren't that big. Oh my gosh, we're going to win. This guy whomped me earlier. But this time, vengeance is mine. And I even do more than minimum damage. Oh my god, I'm really making it in the world. Holy bananagrams. Alright, so that's cool. Maybe now is a chance that I could try to, like, you know, what's her face? Use my hero power. You know what? I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to commit. Let's just make that a 14-6 Divine Shield. Its attack can still grow if I buy Murlocs, although I don't think I want to commit to that particular approach yet. That's good, because it gives me a permanent shield, and the attack buff is nice. So So I think my weakest link is either this 8-2 or the 6-6. I'm going to get rid of the 6-6 because I still want to get a triple with that. And I've seen a lot of these, but none of these. A shame about that. Oh, there it is! Do I get it now? That would mean selling off my 6-3 and 3-3. Is that worth it? I'm up against second to last place. He's lost to everybody. All right, I think what we're going to do is put that first. Then I'm just going to put both of these next so that one of them dies and gets the shield back. And then this Divine Shield seems like a good time for it. And then we got referees the board. So this is going to be a what? It's going to be default is a 2-4. And how many buffs has it had? 13 plus 7. It's 20. Oh, man. So if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be like a 22-8 with Divine Shield. It's pretty good. And its attack still grows if I play more Murlocs. So like this is a game where like a King Bergurgle, for example, would be pretty great. Because he would just keep buffing the attack and health in my stuff. Ooh, the fact that that survived is kind of annoying. I lose the 6 attack thing, but I do get my Divine Shield back. It's not likely I'm going to get it back again. Actually, it's not likely I'm going to win this fight. Wow, this person, either I suck, or my last few wins have just been luck fests, or this person got really, really strong in the recent past, but yikes, that was a pretty strong board. And I tied. I'm actually really happy about that. I did not expect a tie after how that early game went. Okay, so we buy the triple. I think it's worth it to tavern up so I can get a King Bergurgle. And 18-8. I clearly did not do my math correctly. Well, whatever. Oh, it is a 20-something. Okay. So, oh, that's a tough one. Oh, my God. I mean, this is really good. But I think the Bran is more significant. I am hoping it's still early enough that I can actually, you know, use Bran and have that not be a horrible blunder. Well, that's obviously good to buff my Murlocs. Well, yeah, I mean, the health is really strong, and then on that, too. So we'll play the Bran as a Divine Shield popper. And then I guess we want these to come after the Guardian. And I could get another egg, although I don't know how well the egg really works. Obviously, if I get triple on eggs, that's great. But I don't think this is actually good enough to put down on my board, is the problem. So the plan is I buy that. I think I want to start using my hero power more. Well, actually, shoot, I've got a problem. I have no minion good enough to commit to my hero power. Oh, man, none of my stuff is good enough to keep in the late game. This thing has a Divine Shield. This thing is my one really good thing. How come I have no good things? Oh, I didn't get enough attack buffs. Shoot. Well, maybe at tier 5 I'll start to get a lot of Bergurgles. Problem is I'm low health. If I lose this battle, I'm not going to have the luxury to spend my entire next turn taverning up. Shoot. Alright, well, there's some synergy here. Big stats. This refreshes the Divine Shield. There's a cleave, obviously, which is good. My Cobalt died before I could get the Divine Shield back. That's really, really bad. I think I'm going to lose this fight. And possibly, well, I don't think I'm going to take 22 damage, but it's going to be a bad one. This thing has 8 health. It dies exactly to its taunt. And this is some, like, weird mishmash board with Cobalt Guardian and a Security Rover, and it worked really well. So my board must be just terrible. 3, 4, 7, 9, 11. Ouch. So I could very well just be knocked out if I ever lose again. Shoot. I need something to help me here. I guess this is a good start. I can't tavern up. I don't know if the gold or if I spend all... Oh, I'm actually up against a ghost. Gosh. Do I just tavern... Do I sell a thing and tavern up because I'm up against a ghost? I think I need to. Yep. I think I have to because my main... You gotta play to your outs. And my main way out of this situation is to get King Bergurgles, because that gives +2/+2 on my Murlocs. Like, I could see myself selling off the Harvest Golem and having a rotating slot just to buff my 3 guys, and then eventually if they get Poison and Divine Shield, that'd be good as well. I haven't seen any Toxfins yet, but I have a ever so slightly buffed Guardian. You know, what the hell does he have? I don't know. I don't think I ever faced him. I'm going to gamble that he doesn't have any Divine Shield taunts now that there's no Amalgams. If he actually did get to play Demons, assuming he got Demons, he shouldn't have a Divine Shield taunt. So we'll put that there, and then we're going to put my recharges. We'll put this first because it has less health to maximize my odds of getting the Divine Shield back. Because 8 damage on a Divine Shield is pretty useful. Okay, he had Cobalt Guardian and some random garbage. Yeah, this is a pretty bad board. His Cobalt Guardian died before getting his Divine Shield back because mine popped his Divine Shield, and that's good. I got an extra kill. So yes, well, I'm obviously not concerned about, like, doing damage to the Ghost, but I was mainly concerned, like, will I actually lose to the Ghost? And I gotta say, I wish I'd played this guy ever in this run, because he clearly was having a rough day. So yeah, like, I got smashed by Finley, but I did some smashing to Jiraxxus's Ghost. Okay. So what we got going on here is a chance for a triple, but that I don't think is good enough at this stage. We gotta go for some battle cries. This is interesting. I think I have to get that because I do have Murlocs, and that I got 2 out of 4. That's good enough. That is good enough. The Leaper, I gotta get the Leaper. It buffs the strength on my Egg and my Cobalt Guardian by 2, and then, well, here's where I choose my rotating slot. I think it's gotta be I think I gotta keep the Murlocs because they have more potential. Okay, sell that. Play the Light Fang. And then what do I put my Divine Shield on? I think I gotta start using my hero power. I'm just gonna put it on the Egg. Seems like the Egg's gonna make it to the end. Oh, but if the Egg is my refresher, that's really risky. Ugh. Shoot. If this pops... Okay, what I do then... No, then I'm just leaving it to chance that it actually works out. Oh god, I have like, still a lot of... Alright, I'm gonna freeze the Hydra. Because this would be good to go with Light Fang, and maybe I just get rid of my Murlocs. Because these things are just total trash. They don't have poison. So I just get rid of them, and I get a Hydra and maybe one other unit. And I can put Divine Shield on the Hydra next turn. Okay, we'll try that if I'm still alive. Got a Pack Leader, Golden Rats, a bunch of things that spawn things, and 2 Hyenas. Boy, I don't know. I mean, this isn't a very high damage board. As long as the Pack Leader dies at some point, I should be okay. I had this... He took a 1 in 6 killing of my Cobalt Guardian before the Divine Shield came back, which is potentially very bad. These things are 2 damage apiece. Mainly, I'm just hoping I survive. That's basically it. I don't think I can win this with just a 22-12 Divine Shield. But if I'm lucky, I might be able to just not take lethal damage. And actually, I almost tied. Wow, if that had hit the Pack Leader, it would have killed the Hyena. Instead, I take 7 damage. Ugh. Alright, well, this Cave Hydra might be too late. It might be too slow of a move, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm up against Finley, which is a problem. Alright, we'll get these. And that means I'm not using my hero power. Or actually, am I? I could be. Hold on. So I play that. Oh, right, I gotta sell the other Murloc. So I sell this 5/8. Play that. Sell it. Play that. Sell it. And then I do get Divine Shield on my Hydra. Okay, so I guess we'll just use this to pop Divine Shields with. And we'll have this up first to maximize its odds of popping its shield before the Egg dies. This is really precarious, though. I had to sell off the last guy to use my hero power. Maybe the hero power on this just wasn't really even worth it. Maybe what I should do, if I'm still alive next round, because I got unlucky against the Rat King, and I took 7 damage. Without that 7 damage, I had a shot of losing against Finley, but without dying, because Finley doesn't necessarily do that much damage. He did 11 to me a couple rounds ago, but if I could take damage and not be knocked out, then what I could have done is lost this. What could I have done? I don't know what I'm doing. I lost the train of thought that I was starting. So anyway, well, we'll just see if we get a lucky win or a tie to stay in it and try to beat top 6. Light Fang will, get better and better. He's got a Cleaver. Oh, geez. Okay, that was actually probably like one of the best places that he could hit from my perspective. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Didn't pop my Egg prematurely. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't know exactly what went wrong, but all my stuff died, and I just have this random thing sticking around that's clearly not going to kill his entire board. Nor would I have survived this even if I had 11 health, because he has the 6-star unit that lived, not to mention a 4 and a 3 and a 1. So yeah, there's Finley doing some good damage. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Take care.